Got me 4 double coin new tires, $285 a piece. Southern Tire Mart, fixing to go put them on the flatbed. I'm gonna have to rebuild again the landing gear. I think the gear stripped out in there. It only, like you turn it, it's like it only engages like half a turn. 48-foot combo. You see the inside of that? How it's relatively rust-free. The other trailer, man, it was real bad. But I'm over here putting some tires on it right now. Got the old torque multiplier and the Milwaukee 1/2 inch. I got me 4 double coin 11R 24.5 from Southern Tire Mart yesterday for $1,300. So I'm gonna put the 4 new ones on the scrub axle, and then I'm gonna make, I think I come up with 4 tires that'll be DOT, legit. Put them on the back, then get the trailer inspected, and then go get it registered. That's what we're doing. See that deck? The deck's in good shape. It's got a couple of strap winches on it. I ordered some more from Mighty, some gear too, put them on there. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Getting the trailer flatbed ready. Got the reefer parked over there. Holding down 2 parking spots for right now. This right here is my baby boy right here. My strong young man handling them tires. Make sure you hold it with both hands. You got to put it on there first. You got to keep it on there. Hey, do that one last. Do the bottom ones first. Do that one last.
That one?
Yeah. You got to keep it on there. You can't let it come off of it, you know. It's all right. Practice makes perfect. Do that one last. There you go. That was a good one. Okay, you're halfway there. You got 5 of them off. You got 5 more to go. You're halfway there. Do that one last. And we're doing this work right here, right now in the hot, humid atmosphere in Houston, Texas. You see we got the bucket of water underneath the trailer. Keep, you know, that's for the tires, but also I like keeping the bucket of water with the soap solution mixed in it with, you know, so you can wash your hands in a spot like this. You know, we're in a parking, you know, truck parking. There ain't no sinks or nothing like that around, so I keep the a bucket like that lots of times.
Right.
To keep my, you
Good
know,
job.
if I need to wash my hands, you know.
What's up, y'all? So I'm putting my ratchet strap winches on the trailer, and first one, I got them all on there, you know, messing with these bolts, taking them in and out, you know, and I was like, well, I got everything mounted right, got 18 going down, you know, thought it was looking pretty good. And then this one was good, and then when I was rolling up my new strap on this one, I was like, damn, you see that? I mounted it. Whenever I mounted it, I wasn't paying attention to making sure this was on the right side, and so I got that one. I've got this one, 2 right here, another one. So I gotta basically take this stuff back off again and, you know, mount it up there correctly. But I'm happy with it.
What's going on, y'all? We over here, man, in front of the tax office in Tarrant County. Little nice cozy spot to spend the night. But I'm fixing to go in there and get the title transferred over to the flatbed, get the title transferred over. And I hope I'm in the right spot. I don't know if, I'm not really for sure if it's supposed to be the DMV or the tax office, but they're like both right here in the same area. So yeah, I caught a load up here, a water load real quick. Picked up yesterday, delivered yesterday. Houston to Midlothian, Niagara to Target. Just to get up here so I can get this taken care of. But yeah, that's what we're doing, man. Found me a nice little cozy spot right here. Right there. Y'all see that? Look how cozy that looks. Y'all know that looks cozy. Yep, that's cozy.
Just now left
tax office. Got my plate. One step closer to getting this flatbed on the road. Yeah, I went to the tax assessor's office first, and then they said I think you need to go to the DMV. I went to the DMV, and then they sent me over here to this tax office. But it's not even 10 o'clock, and I got my plate, so it's been good. It's been good. God's helping me, like always. Now, I just need to figure out how I'm gonna get out of this spot. I'll figure it out though. Now I got a hotel room in Arlington, and I can see my truck from the window, parked on the curb, facing the traffic, so should be good. Lots of trucks parked out here. What's going on, y'all? I got me something else I need to fix. I'm glad I found it, and I'm confident I can fix it. These clips you see on these cross members, the ones that are right up above the fifth wheel, they don't go all the way through like that one does. You see how it goes all the way through? You got these clips, and you can see that the clips are broke on this side. They're not broke on the other side, but I need to fix these. So I got me 4 more tires that I got to put on. And I'm gonna put new brakes on this axle, and I have to change the wheel seal out too. That I think that's been leaking, but I haven't never changed the wheel seal yet, but I believe I can do it. It looks like that ABS sensor is kind of walked out of its spot. But yeah, what's going on, y'all? I thought I'd stop and take a quick video to show y'all what I'm doing. I got the hub off, got the new seal, and got my torque wrench. Been watching videos on how to do this. Yeah, I was still taking my time cleaning. I'm gonna clean all this up, but got, as y'all already know, on that axle over there, I got new tires and brakes on there. And I tried to get away with running what was on this axle, but I decided to go ahead and just do this one too. New tires and brakes, and also a new wheel seal on this wheel end right here. Yeah, over here. That's how we doing it. So this is my first time doing it, and I set it up on my hub like that, and I just lightly tapped that bearing, and you can see it fell out. It's old seal, and the bearing fell out, so glad I got that. There's the new seal. Cleaned the bearing out and cleaned the inside of the hub and cleaned out the hub and put it back together. Now I guess I'm ready to install it. So yesterday I thought I had got the wrong seal, because I was trying to put the new seal on the ring and it wasn't fitting. But I didn't realize that I failed to take this ring off, and that's the reason why it wasn't fitting. I didn't know. I thought that was part of the spindle. But learn something new. I think I got it now.
There it is. I picked up this torque wrench, 3/4 inch drive Pittsburgh torque wrench from Harbor Freight for I think it was like $89, and then I already had this 3/4 inch drive ratchet. But the torque sequence that I did was set the torque to 200 foot-pounds and tighten it up 200 foot-pounds, then spin it one full rotation. Hit it again at 200 foot-pounds, spin it another rotation. Hit it again at 200 foot-pounds and spin it another rotation. And then after that, I set the torque wrench to 100 foot-pounds and did the same thing. And then after I did that, I backed it off a quarter turn. You know. So I got new tires and brakes all the way around. Fixed that wheel seal. Now I'm straightening out this spare tire rack. And hopefully I can get it to where I can put a tire in there without having to replace it. What's going on, y'all? So here's what I'm doing. These clips are cracked, and that's hot. I just cut my first clip out. See it right there. I was able to cut this side with the grinder pretty good, but I had to get that top part with the torch. And just trying to take my time and be careful with it so I don't, you know, gouge the frame, the main beam. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got 7 of these to cut out, and I suspect that this is probably the hardest part of this job, is cutting these old ones out. I thought about maybe welding right on top of them, but I don't think that'll be a good idea, because the little clips are just, they're welded to the beam. So I'm going to cut the old clips out and weld the new clips into the beam. But yeah, this is the up by the nose of the trailer. You know, the first 7 of these cross members, they don't go all the way through. They're welded to the to this aluminum, and then over here they're attached to the metal main beam with these clips and rivets. So yeah, I got 14 to cut out. I think that one took me about 15 minutes. And battery ran out on me on the grinder. And battery operated grinder ain't worth a damn. I'm gonna come back with the generator and the welder and the metal, and I'm gonna drill these out, or maybe just blow this end off, and then hopefully they'll come out. And it's gonna be hard for me to kind of get the grinder in here or the torch in here, I guess, because of this. I think I might try to just tack this crack. Well, you know, weld that crack. It's pretty thick metal. It really is a lot thicker than what I thought. You know. And maybe that one. The last one's in good condition. Well, at least it hasn't broke. But yeah, whenever I do it, I'm gonna get this lined up like the other side,
You know, I'm gonna have to bring it down. I think I'm gonna use the straps, kind of wrap it around the trailer and hopefully pull it down. And I'm gonna have to re-weld this clip right here. It's not holding. Add some new metal right here. Or add some more. I'm trying to get it level, or you know, get it where it's looking. It was coming up. What's going on, y'all? Back at the flatbed, still working on it, slowly but surely. Getting ready to weld these brackets. They're gonna weld to the frame and then bolt to the cross member. And I'm just, you know, taking my time. This is like a vacation for me, you know, this time I've been spending on the trailer. Been chilling at the house, working on the trailer, spending time with my family. So, but yeah, got everything ready. Got it spray painted back behind there, so that I can, you know, so that it'll be protected. Just taking a little time to, you know, give it some TLC. Yeah, I bought a headache rack yesterday. Found it on Marketplace. It was one of them. I'll show it to y'all. It was a pretty good deal. $650 for the headache rack. It's a big headache rack though. And yeah, paid $650 for it. Guy was asking for $780, but he met me at $650. Got that aluminum. It's got a box, places to hang chains. Got some more equipment coming in from Mighty. Wait. Got my tire holder, spare tire holder straightened out. Yeah, things are looking good. So I was able to close that gap up, make it look decent before I go on ahead and weld this stuff up. Yeah. Chain and binder come in pretty handy. Even I ain't even strapping no load. That Lincoln Electric runs perfect off of this little generator right here that I got from Cabela's, like 400. Runs that little welder just fine. And I got them welded in. Here's the box I made. Made a lot of room on this, and made some room so I can store some chains and just extra storage.
But you see how I devised this plan, this method of hanging my chains in conjunction with this box. And my trailer already has them little holes like that. So I utilized it with this bar. This bar, you see how the bar fits right through the links of the chain. And I got a bend. You see that? I don't know if you can see it, but I got a bend. You see that bend on the bar? I got the same thing on the other end. So you catch it just right, set it down, you know. So getting them ready. Got my fixing to go weld up my pipe stakes next. I got my pipe stakes welded up. Just made it out of C-channel. And I took my Domitic AC out because it wasn't cooling. Look at that condenser. Trash. So I still got the unit, you know. I'm going to go through it and you know, basically, you know, go through it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put this little unit right in where that one used to go, and I'm gonna hook up the duct. I'm gonna make me a little vent. I'm gonna make a vent. It's gonna come out to a circle, just kind of like how that was. See that? I'm gonna make me one right on this, and I'm gonna put me some some insulation board around, and then I'll have my little work door cracked, blowing the hot air out. I'll show y'all about how I'm doing it, how I got it. Originally what I wanted to do was turn this into a split system. Separate the condenser and put it outside, but I've run into, I'm still waiting on doing research on the hoses and the fittings. But I got the crimper for the hose, but I'm not there yet. But I'm gonna put this in there for temporary purposes. Originally, ideally what I want to do is make a split system out of this little AC unit. And I want to put it in here. And I wonder if it'll work. Haven't installed this yet because I don't want to just throw it on my truck. I gotta make special brackets for it because, you know, I got the battery box, and I don't want to delete my AGM batteries. So I'm just gonna let that sit there for a while. I want to go through and clean this up anyways. I gotta clean it up, and then I gotta do some welding on it. You know, I got a spool gun over there, but yeah, I want to do some welding on it. I don't want to just throw it on there right just yet. There's my pipe stakes. Made them myself. I've got chains and binders to tie them in together, you know how they do. And this right here is my new APU unit. Just finished the duct work on it. This is gonna tie right into my regular duct that's connected to the truck, you know. Yeah, I took that. Oh, I took the Domitic out. See that? Old crusty condenser. And I went to Walmart and bought this one for like about 180 or something. I think it was at Sam's, a Midea. And yeah, I finished the ductwork right here. Got the drain line ran, you know. But yeah, trying to get everything ready. What's going on, y'all? Y'all know I've been getting this flatbed ready. Been taking my time going through it, doing all the work myself. And this is, you know, been taking my time, but really I've been hanging out at the house, watching games with my, being more involved with my son. There's my homemade APU right there. Y'all see that window unit? See how I did that? Just like that. Got the spool gun broke out. The Magnum Pro SG100. It's my battery box right here. Fixing to, till I cleaned it up. Fixing to add some more welds to it, make it stronger, put it back on the truck. This is the top for the battery box. I'm gonna cut it to where it can go up in there, up between the legs of the headache rack, because my battery box is gonna be, I'm having to build my own brackets for my headache rack. So these are gonna clip on to the bottom side of my frame, slip on. You see how I added that weld at the edge to keep it? I'll show y'all. I'm gonna cut it right there where that white line is, drill a hole, use them grade 8 bolts and log nuts to use this stuff, this angle, to run across. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, man, this headache rack came out clean, man. You know, compared to what it was. Put that acid on it, that muriatic acid, and yeah, put that on it, that muriatic acid right there, and some of that zip. This stuff was full of grease, and I got it clean, Man, if you need to clean any kind of metal like that, it's got a bunch of grease on it. Those Scotch-Brite pads, they work. It's like they're like magic, man, because that grease gets trapped up in there in the pad. So like if you was to try to wipe that grease with like a rag, you wouldn't be doing nothing. You'd just be smearing it in without picking none of it up. But that Scotch-Brite pad catches it. That grease goes into the Scotch-Brite pad and it you know what I mean? It gets it. Man, this stuff was full of grease. And yeah, I got it. You know what I'm gonna do also? I got my torch. I'm gonna try to do some brazing with these, you know, these Harbor
Harbor Freight aluminum weld rods. I've done it. I've tried to work with them with the map gas torch, and it's just seemed like it wasn't getting hot enough. So I'm gonna put the little portable turbo torch on it on a few spots and see if I can get some good, you know, see what I can do with it. But yeah. What's going on, y'all? Installing this headache rack on my truck. Before I did that, you know, I had to detail the truck. Every little thing got up underneath it. Spray bottle spraying from down below. But putting the headache rack on there, got it up on there. Haven't got it, I don't have it bolted down yet, but you see how I got it up. I loaded it, I put that thing on there by myself. I worked it up to the back of the tractor, and then I flipped it over on that tire, and then I flipped it another time, and that's how I got it up there where it's at. And I'm not deleting my battery box. I made some special brackets to mount it. So I'll let y'all know how it goes. There's the headache rack, got it installed. Kept the battery box. Still got my extra 4 batteries. Just did a little fabbing up, cutting. Was able to make it work. Use a angle. Made my own brackets for the bottom. They hook around the frame. And yep, there it is. After all this work I've been doing on this trailer, getting everything ready, dang, clutch on the compressor went out. But I already got it changed out. Changed out my filter dryer too. And got it pumped down. Been had it on there for about an hour and a half. 5 CFM vacuum pump. And I've got the vacuum pump turned off and all the valves closed, and it hasn't moved off of that. So I think I'm good. Fixing to throw a charge in it, and yep. We're getting closer and closer. Finally got the AC fixed. Had to put a new compressor on it, new filter dryer, and refrigerant and oil. But I got that done. It's blowing cold again. We're getting closer and closer. Kind of getting everything kind of the way that I think I might want it. I love all this extra space right here. Oh man, I love this. But now what I want to do is I want to bring my tarps over here, and I ain't never unpackaged them since I got them. I want to bring them over here and roll them out, get a feel for them, kind of, you know. But man, I got my headache rack on now. I got my pipe stakes. Although from what I've heard, sometimes some of them facilities, they don't accept them type of pipe stakes. So luckily I can build my own heavy duty pipe stakes. I know I can do that. I built the ones I got now, but they're the kind of only, they go into the stake pocket with chain, and they're held together by chains. You know, some of these guys that run pipe a lot, they got the heavy duty pipe racks that got the bottom support coming down off the side of
main beam of the trailer, and then they've got flat bar running across the top of the trailer. And we'll see how it goes. Over here, got these 8-foot drops out. First time ever rolling these things out. Trying to get a feel of it before I don't want me being on a load messing around with these things for the first time. So thought I'd just bring it over here and roll it out and kind of see it, get a feel for it, roll it back up. But yeah, got me 8-foot drops from mightyproducts.com. I think it was like $700 for both of them. I've got 27 feet long and 8-foot drops. So fixing to get familiar with them. That's what I'm trying to do. Got my headache rack ready. Got me extra stores down there. Looking at these loads, man. Getting close. What's going on, everybody, man? We getting ready to do our first flatbed load. Fixing to go pick up. Not sure what it is. It requires 8-foot drops. It's an Uber load. Houston to San Antonio, same day delivery, 1100. I seen the load posted for 1200 before. I seen the load also posted for 1300. I seen it go for 1300 one time. I was hoping, I booked this load, like, it picks up at 8:30. I booked this load after midnight last night. I was waiting to see if it'd go up. It didn't have the no bidding option. So I went on ahead and booked it at 1100. So I'll let y'all know how it goes. Yeah, I knew it took me a minute to get operational, but thank God I'm at my first pickup with this flatbed getting loaded. It's an Uber load, Houston to San Antonio, same day delivery. Paying 1100. Almost loaded, man. We ain't even been here but probably about 10 minutes. I'm already almost loaded, man. And there's my first tarp job. It probably took me about an hour and a half to do it. I'll find out here in a minute exactly how long it took me, but that's my first tarp job. I'm not gonna say it was harder than what I expected, because I didn't expect it to be easy. But I'm definitely gonna have to. I got a lot of room for improvement on this. I recognize that and see that. I'm gonna have to brush up on this and figure out a system to become efficient and safe and secure. But we're about to ready to hit the road. This load right here is Houston to San Antonio, same day delivery, delivering at a Home Depot DC in Elmendorf, paying 1100. So I'm gonna jump on it. That's what we're doing right now, man. I'll let y'all know how it goes. Got that thing untarped and unstrapped over here at the waiting area. It's 5:59, almost 6 o'clock, and we got the load completed almost. So after I got it untarped and unstrapped, I'm following this guy, I guess inside the building.
Flatbed over there, MJ, out of Alabama. He helped me out, man. He answers my questions and let me tag along and watch them and everything, you know. So I'm getting the same kind of load that he got, 2 units, and fixing to get ready to back up in. He's fixing to back out. We are. Man, I like these loads. These chain down loads instead of the tarp loads. We got it, man. We ready. I feel confident in the securement. We ready to ride, man. Let's go. Let's get it. What's going on, y'all? We here. We made it to our delivery. We at a Walmart. That's where these things are going, up there on the roof. They ain't hitting the ground. The crane's gonna be set up. Delivery appointment was at 9. I'm here at 8:30. The appointment's at 9. I called the guy, the contact on the BOL. He said that the crane won't be set up until 11 p.m. So these things ain't hitting the ground. They going straight from the deck to the roof. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting load right here. You know, not your average drive-in or reefer load. So yeah, I'll let y'all know how it goes, man. But we got here, everything still strapped, safe and secure. So thank God for that, man. Thank God for his mercy, man, and for everything. So, and there's the crane guys just showed up. Guess we fixing to get this thing rolling. Here we are, y'all. We unchained. They got the crane set up, got the men on the roof getting ready to unload. I gotta put my new friction mats up in my box. The flat guy that's picking up the old units, he gave me these 4 friction mats for the coil. Man, thankfully. There's a guy coming in to pick up the old units. Here we are, y'all. We unchained. They got the crane set up, got the men on the roof getting ready to unload. I gotta put my new friction mats up in my box. The flat guy that's picking up the old units, he gave me these 4 friction mats for the coil. Man, thankfully. There's a guy coming in to pick up the old units. I just now met this owner operator, man, Jimmy, flatbedder. Man, he gave me a whole bunch of game, man. Soaking it up, man. And he even gave me some friction mats for coils, and man, I'm just soaking all this up, man. But this is what's happening right now. Guys over here rigging up, getting ready to set the first one on the unit. I mean, the first unit on the roof. Yeah. Video of this. What's going on, y'all? We over here at the truck stop, man. After getting unloaded last night, it was pretty late. Uber paid the detention, and they approved the BOLs and the detention, man, so fast. I ain't never seen them approve it that fast. But they approved it, so that load ended up being 2,300 something. San Antonio up here to Hiawatha, Kansas. And I didn't book nothing for today because I didn't want to just jump on anything. Like normally with the reefer, like I know my lanes, van and reefer, I know the lanes, I kind of know the market. And you know, I move when I'm rolling reefer and van. I move, man. I'm like, I book as close together as possible and just keep moving. But I'm not really with that right doing that. I'm not in that mode right now, you know, because, well, for one, I needed to get some sleep. So I woke up after going to sleep at around after 3 in the morning. I woke up around 9, and as soon as I woke up, I got on the load board and started looking at it, and I called a couple, and I didn't see anything I wanted to jump on, and I didn't want to go. You know, I thought about it, going west, going to Colorado, going to Wyoming, maybe going to Utah. But I didn't jump on it, so I ended up booking a load. I'm gonna pick up a load tomorrow morning. That's going to from KC to Chickasaw, Oklahoma, paying $1,000. Pick up at 8 in the morning, deliver at 4 p.m. So I'm gonna take that load, and I'm gonna go visit my folks that are in Oklahoma, and probably spend the Memorial Day weekend over there with them. But so I mean, the flatbed's definitely looking a lot better than the reefer right now. You know, I got 1,100 to go from Houston to San Antonio. Then I got 2,300 to go from San Antonio up to Kansas, and then I've got 1,000 to go from Kansas to Oklahoma. You know, and yeah, that's what it is, man. So tomorrow I'm picking up oil field compressors. It's gonna be my first time running this load. I'll show y'all. I'll make a little video and show y'all how it goes. But yeah, that's how it is, man. Thank God. It's you know, the transition is working good. I mean, I still got my reefer. I can still run reefer if I when the season dips. When the flatbed season dips, I can still hop back on the reefer and run reefer and van. I'm not gonna sell my reefer. You know, I know my reefer. I know it runs good, and I don't think I could get the, you know, I don't, the money I'd probably get for selling it. It's not worth me selling it for. You know, I just keep that piece of equipment. You know, 53-foot reefer that runs good, doesn't burn any oil. You know, like how some reefers burn oil, and you know, it works like a charm. But yeah, the transition's been successful, thank God.